It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's been a great morning. Thank you for choosing your feel-good breakfast show to start your Wednesday with. Now, we are joined this morning by Afrikaans musician and songwriter Rita, who has just released a new single entitled Jakkals Dance. Now, the song was inspired by fairy tales that she listened to with her son and has now developed into a smash hit that she hopes will get people dancing this holiday season. Now, the video already has over 3,500 views on YouTube, and if you're not sure which single I'm talking about, here is a taste of it.
Jakkals dans in die maandag en die wolwe start te swaai. Jy weet goed, ek raak bietjie danig. As jy my so om jou draai, draai ons doekies om die waarheid kom en die waarheid is vanaand vir ons twee. Jakkals dans in die maandag, gaan jou wakker hou tot die oggend hou ons van.
Well, it's not going to be difficult to get people to dance to this song because it's so catchy.
I hope not.
Rita, it's so great to have you here. Thank you for joining us, and I want to hear more about your journey because we got a taste of what your music sounds like, and the music video is incredible to go with it. But your career actually started off doing physio for 10 years before you decided music is actually something you're passionate about. How did that transition take place?
Well, first of all, it's wonderful to be here and such a privilege, and I'm so excited to be in Cape Town. The transition was easy. It was, I think singing was something that I always wanted to pursue as a career, and physiotherapy was a great phase in my life. I met people, and I needed that to be the person I am today. And then when I had my firstborn, it was quickly to change over because I always wanted to do this. I ended the practice beginning of August, and the end of August, the first song was written. So.
Wow! And how do you find the songwriting process? Is that something you find therapeutic, or do you sometimes experience a bit of writer's block?
I think songwriting wasn't something that I was exposed to as a very young musician. I started singing at the age of 3, but it's something that you develop. It's a skill that you have to practice, and that's also something that's fairly new to me, but I enjoy it, and it's wonderful to be able to put your life stories into lyrics and then tell the story, because you can't sing about something that you don't believe in.
That's true, and for someone like myself, and I know there are many others, we struggle to sometimes put our own emotions into words, and we turn to music for that because the music does the talking to what we're going through.
Yes.
And you know, was there some pressure when your singles came out and it was successful to bring out a new one? Do you find there's some sort of pressure?
I think there's always pressure because we have to be trendy and keep the market changes, and where people 3 years ago maybe listened to ballads and it was a little, because of COVID, you were maybe a little bit downtoned and a little bit depressed. Now everyone wants to go out partying, so now we have to write party songs. So yes, there was definitely a little bit of pressure.
I love this, and now you're saying people want to go out dancing. I feel like this is going to be our first festive season without masks, without any of the restrictions.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Jakkals Dance.
Yay.
Dit is natuurlijk 'n danstreffer. What is that story about? Because we mentioned that it also had to do with the fairy tales you told your son.
That's right. So I have to tell this in Afrikaans. So die storie loop so. Jakkals, die meisie, het vir Wolf die ouetjie ontmoet op 'n bar in 'n baie klein, of by 'n bar op 'n baie klein dorpie, en Jakkals was baie depressed geweest. Ag, Wolf was baie depressed geweest, en Jakkals besluit toe sy gaan vir Wolf ietsie ingee om hom uit sy situasie uit te kry, en hy wou nie eintlik nie, en dis wat so 'n bietjie in die video ook gebeur, en op die ou end het hy nou hierdie ietsie in, en sy leer hom toe 'n paar danspassies, en teen die einde van die aand was hy braaf genoeg om haar vir sy jakkalsdans te vat. So.
Oh, that's so cute. Now the big question is, het Jakkals met Wolf getrou?
Ons weet nie.
We'll have to wait for part 2, but we do know there's that saying, when it rains and the sun shines, Wolf trou met Jakkals, Jakkals
Dis
trou
reg.
met
So
Wolf.
ek weet nie, miskien was Jakkals op vir een aand storie, maybe it was a forever fairy tale, we're not sure.
The story is still developing. Rita, it's so great having you here. You are natural in front of the camera as well as the microphone. You've also got your own talk show on YouTube.
I do.
Tell me more about that.
So the talk show is called Vuurwerke met Rita. It's an Afrikaans talk show, but I invite people that are familiar in the public eye, people in the industry, maybe not in the music industry as well. And it's about sharing life experiences. And we all experience fireworks somewhere in our life, whether it's devastation that comes with the fireworks or whether it's celebration. There's always something that happens. And that's what the talk show is about, talking about the fireworks in those people's lives. We have very funny icebreaker questions in the beginning of every episode so the people can get to know the person behind the public figure. And then at the end of each episode, there's a different activity that happens. We had very fun moments. I had Rita as one of the guests, and her and I did the tortilla challenge that went viral.
Oh, the slapping one with the water in your mouth.
So that was an incredibly fun moment. And then we have cooking challenges. So there's a fun activity at the end of each episode.
Oh.
But the main theme is to go and see what the person is like behind the person that you see in the public eye, but also be encouraged to actually go forward in life and be inspired.
That's incredible. So for those who want to see and support your show, is Vierwerke met Rita Lee on YouTube.
Yes.
Well, listen, Rita Lee is with us today on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. In fact, she's about to perform for us, so stay tuned.